Kapoeta State is located in the far east bordering three countries, namely Ethiopia, Kenya and Uganda. It is internally bordered by Torit, Chungule and Boma states. Kapoeta is inhabited by a number of tribes including the Tobosa and Didinga speaking tribes. The main economic activity of the state is livestock. 90% of the community depend on livestock as their main source of income or economic activity. There are other minerals as well, including gold. In an interview with the governor of Kapoeta State, Mr. Louis LOBONG, in his residence in Kapoeta, said mining is said to be a belief for the poor people who don't have livestock. Governor LOBONG also says that there are taboos that when one starts mining, one will remain poor.
The people who are mining here is a portion, very few community, because particularly for the Toposa community, they believe mining gold is only meant for the poor people who do not have livestock. And there is also a taboo that if you start mining, you will remain poor. So there are very few people who are forced because of droughts, of hunger to go and mine is in order to get something to buy food. So they are not taking it as the main issue for business.
Individual mining is taking place in many locations within the state. It also claims lives in the process of extracting the gold locally.
There's a car almost every 1 month or 2 months, because people dig deep in the ground. And sometimes they are not technical, they don't know how to make it when it becomes soft, they then collapse and the people die. And we are trying to advise them, but yet you cannot control a human being. And because mining, this artisanal mining is almost everywhere in the state. Actually, gold is scattered almost everywhere in the state. So individual mine there, we only get a report that there were 2 people have died there, 1 people have died there and all that. Yes, it is happening.
There's a report here, Kapoeta Municipal Council in 18 year. Singata County at NAKANAK gold mining field on 16 of this month, 4 days ago. A hole which were 4 people were digging fall. 3 people were rescued and LOKWACHUMA was buried inside. This is 4 days ago. This 4 days ago. This is the security report.
Last year, 2018, the state government introduced a ban on foreigners who buy gold from individual miners and instruct them to buy the gold directly from the Kapoeta Investment Corporation. The ban was meant to benefit the state through issuing of licenses and payment of royalties to the government.
Totally we are not benefiting anything. We are not taxing even a pound. If you go now to the market, you will see all the people. People are coming holding gold. We try to put system. We try to put a system, but we are not benefiting from the system. We are trying to put the dodging. We try to put the system, they are dodging. We try to put the system, they are dodging. Until we try to encourage the National Central Bank. The Central Bank send their staff here and we open the investment department. We will be responsible for buying gold from the local people. Then we sell to the Central Bank.
According to the Mining Act 2012, minerals designated as state natural resources in accordance with Schedule B, Section 7 of the Transitional Constitution of South Sudan 2011 that are subjected to a small-scale mining license or an artisanal mining license within a state are vested in the state government on behalf of and for the benefit of the state and shall be subject to the state law. The State Minister of Finance and Economic Planning says the state has the right to do mining within 10 meters from the surface.
As we call it, that's the surface, but down where the national government are responsible for. That's why we're interested from companies to come in. With the recommendation of forming 1 unit responsible for mining, protection of security to investors. We start formation of the security unit for protection of mining areas for investors, we should not succeed easily. It's the local people.
At Nakeremat River at Nagakat area, one miner called Angelo explains why he's involved in gold mining.
The money I get from selling the gold can feed my family. And I can sell a gram of gold with 10,000 South Sudanese pounds, an equivalent of more than $30. Depends on the black market rate.
According to the interviews that I conducted with residents here at NAKANAK area, they said they depend on this particular, gold to feed their family, and also at the same time to send their kids to school. And this has been the story that really I got from them. The Minister of Finance has urged the National Minister of Mining to encourage investors to come into the gold mining sector.
My advice of encouraging investors to come in, that will help to the economic status of our nation.
Well, this mud here that you see just within the town itself in Kapoeta State, when it rains, individual miners come here to kind of find gold, and this is really amazing, and this shows how great this state has been in terms of its resource. And I just caught up with the chairman of investment here in the state, and this is what he had to say regarding the individual mining that takes place here.
الانفستمنت كوربوريشن هو يكون الجهة اللي بيشتري شنو gold.
The investment corporation is the sector that buys the gold and control the market price. I started in 2018 and I started very well with the community. I met with the community where they locally mine the gold. I told them that they don't need to give foreigners or other people the gold, but bring them to us so that we can control the market price. If you do not do so, then the prices of sorghum, dura, cooking oil, and other commodities will increase. It is better for all of you to come as a block and bring the gold to the Office of Investment. We will buy it from you with a good price so that we sell and bring more food items to the corporation. This will make the prices low and it has helped the community. This is an initiative we succeeded on. We also agreed with the Central Bank of South Sudan that they should come to us and buy from us in a reasonable price. We buy like 50 grams. We only need 5,000 South Sudanese pounds, an equivalent of $20. They will also take it ahead and sell. We continued like that very well with the Central Bank. But in 2013, things changed. A lot of businessmen or foreigners came to the Kapoeta. They approached the local community and the local miners. Give them money. They buy in a high price, higher than the one of the corporation. For example, if a gram of gold is 2,500 South Sudanese pounds, they are willing to give extra 1,000 for the miners so that they can get the gold. This has made it difficult to control the gold market.
To control the market.
Kapoeta State has the potential to develop faster once the resources are fully utilized properly and attraction of many investors into the mining sector. Gold, not only the main resource according to the governor, livestock like cows and goats play a major role in the lives of the community.